But before we get started, I just want to make a quick announcement. I have my two beautiful friends have decided to start a podcast, and it's called Deep Dives in the Desert with Lisa and Emma DeMartino. It's a channel for all things mystical, magical, and beyond ordinary. This is going to be a mother-daughter duo diving deep into the world of woo-woo topics through discussions, personal stories, and interviews covering things like past lives, crystal healing, spiritual awakening, ancient civilizations, and so much more. I absolutely love these people, and I hope you do too. If you're into the woo, you will love these two women. They are fantastic. And the link will be in the description below. And you'll also see me on there. We're going to do a segment called Ask Allison. So you'll be able to ask me questions live in real time. You can put it in the chat, and I will go ahead, and if your question is chosen, I will go ahead and answer it in real time. So keep that in mind. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. All right, Leo, let's dive in and see what's going on for you in the month of June. And remember, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. If this is not a reading for you, then it's meant for somebody else. I take the strongest energy I can. And please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. What does the universe want to tell Leo for the month of June? I already pre-shuffle, you know that, but I tend to shuffle without thinking too. I just do it all the time. So here we go. All right. So what does the universe want to tell Leo for June? Right off the bat, we have Prince Charming energy. We've got the Knight of Cups. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Magician. And we have the Eight of Swords. Okay, this is different for you, Leo. Let's see it. This is different. Something's going on with you. I can feel it right off the bat. You have a lot going on. Positive and negative. This one's going to be kind of a mixed bag. Nothing you can't overcome, nothing like that, but it is definitely a mixed bag. So let's look at your recent past. We've got this beautiful Prince Charming energy, and he's really bringing you with an opportunity for you to follow your heart into the future. So if you haven't been following your heart, or if you kind of took a break, or maybe it was half-hearted, excuse the pun, then this is really for you to dive in and really follow it wholeheartedly, and that will lead you into your present situation right here, which is the Lady of Luxury. This is independence, being self-reliant. This is also having enough that you're actually able to give to others without it hurting you. So this is really someone that's really arrived and achieved a lot in the 3D. So this could be health, finances, it could be anything along those lines. It could even be their energy and their time. Okay, so that is your present energy. Now let's look at your near future. This is the Four of Pentacles. So I feel that you've got some stubbornness coming up. You're holding on to something that you don't want to let go of. It's almost like maybe it's a version of you, how you see yourself, and you're holding on to it because you don't want to. I'm feeling that you kind of don't want to move forward as fast as maybe you have been. I think you're slowing down a little bit. But let's pull some cards. I just get like, everything's moving, and then it just stops. So let's pull some cards here. We've got the Two of Wands. We've got the Seven of Wands. We've got the beautiful Sun card, the most positive card in the deck. We've got the Five of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. So like I said, this is really a mixed bag feeling for you that's coming in. So here in your recent past, we've got this beautiful Knight of Cups that's being clarified by the Two of Wands and the Seven of Wands. I feel that your energy is being pulled, and it's being pulled in directions that you really don't want to go in, that I feel for some of you, you're having to reevaluate and clarify your intention. Maybe it wasn't completely solid. Maybe you had too many things going on, And now you really need to hone it down to one or two things to really focus on them to make them happen. But you're being asked to clarify an intention, to set it into the world with what it is you want to do, but you're not clear. So you can't get what you want until you know what you want, and you need to figure out what it is you actually want. And here you're being asked to stand your ground. You've got people around you that through misunderstanding or through jealousy or for some other reason, they really are trying to manipulate you and have you go in their direction, and you're trying to stand your ground and you want to stay on your own path. And there's a lot of them around here is what I'm getting from the vibration of the card, not just because you see the wands, but I can feel the vibration. You have a lot of people pulling you in different directions, and that's starting to weigh on you. And I think it's taxing you down. I think, honestly, what I feel is that because your energy, they're pulling on your energy, and I think it takes a lot to defend yourself or a lot to maybe even not even respond to these people. But I feel that is, for some of you, it's actually making you sick. So that is coming through the cards. So that is your recent past. Then we have your present energy. And this is that, lady of luxury, this beautiful independence, this self-reliance. And it's being clarified by the Sun and the Five of Wands. This is your happy space. You love being self-reliant. You don't like codependent relationships. You really enjoy success. You flourish. You really enjoy just being able to do what you want to do when you want to do it, and you don't like being told what to do. And when you are able to just be free and be yourself, all the success rolls in. But when you're relying on other people, there's a lot of competition that's going on. And while it can sharpen your skill set, it also drains you. And I feel that this is a theme here. I feel like your energy is being drained, like it's leaking out somehow, and that's making you very tired. And like I said, I even feel for some of you that you're sick. So that, like it's, like a psychosomatic thing, like because they're taking all your energy, maybe it's wearing down your immune system, and it really starts to manifest itself physically, maybe stomach issues, but there's something going on. Okay. So then this is your present energy. Now let's look at your near future. We've got this real stubborn energy. It's something that you're holding on to. And it could actually be that you're holding on to yourself because people are trying to change you, and you're holding on to who you are. And you're having to hold on tight, that be very controlling and to be very fixed. Because it's almost like while you're not budging and you're standing your ground, it's forcing you to hunker down, and you're not allowed to be fluid the way you really want to be because you're having to defend yourself so much, and it's almost like you're having to put up barriers of protection. This is being clarified by the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. And so what I'm feeling here is that, you've really done a lot of meticulous work to get to where you're at. And you've done it by yourself. You've put in the time and you've done the work, and the success is starting to really pay off for you. You have a lot of, so this is swords, thoughts, words, and ideas. I feel that you've been stabbed in the back by some people that are around you, and it could be part of these people that are trying to get you to go in the direction that they want you to go in, and you're not allowed to be free and to be yourself. And it's kind of like some backstabbing has been going on, literally. I also feel, or I should say figuratively, I also feel that you see the way the swords are, that it's going on the chakra, and that again is taxing your energy. And maybe you don't feel as connected to source because all of this crap is going on around you. I do feel that it's coming to an end for you. This is a 10, so all of this junk that's been going on around you that's has this stubborn energy, it's coming to an end. And you'll be free of it one way or another, but it's definitely coming to an end, but it's painful for you. And again, this could even be making you sick, because I feel that on this energy here, this could actually be making you sick. But this is your happy place. You want that independence and self-reliance. That's where you have this beautiful success, and you feel this vitality of spirit, and you have good health. But anyways, that's your energy right now. It's pretty intense, Leo. So let's go ahead and look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. So we have the Four of Wands. This is the card of freedom. And that's what I'm saying. You really need to be free. You need to be wild, and you need to be able to do whatever you want when you want. And you act responsibly, but this is what you need. You need that freedom. That's part of the things that feed you in this life, is having your sense of freedom. So that's really important for you. And then we've got the Seven of Cups. This is showing me that while you have a lot of choices, I still feel that you are confused. I don't feel that you have clarity of vision on some of the choices that are around you. And I think it's because your energy has been taxed. And Spirit is saying, you know what? Be aware of that so you don't make a bad choice. Really conserve your energy to have that sense of freedom. That way you make the right choice. But I really feel that you're being pulled in a lot of different directions. And I feel here with this Two of Swords that it's preventing you from making the right decisions, that you're being forced to stand back, whereas before maybe you could make them very quick, your decisions. And right now, because you're tired, you don't want to make a bad choice, and that's very smart. But you need to get a grip on how you're spending your energy and who you're spending it with, and really look at that. But I think that the Spirit is saying, it's causing you to be indecisive, and you're not really able to make these clear choices that you normally would be able to make. So let's get some clarifiers. Look at this. We've got the King of Swords. Talk about truth and clarity of vision, along with the Emperor. Because Leo, you're always, for the most part, I always see you as being extremely successful, but you have like a hiccup coming. Okay, and then the World. So we've got the Five of Pentacles, the World. Seven of Cups twice. Okay, I'm telling you, you do not have the clarity of vision that you think you do. And I hope you realize that you don't, because that's going to save you in the end. That way you don't stumble and make a bad decision. I can feel all that right off the bat from the cards. And then we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so over here with this Four of Wands, with this beautiful sense of freedom that you thrive on, Spirit is reminding you that that is your lifeblood. That's really where your creativity and your enthusiasm and your big open heart of love and strength and bravery comes from, is because you're free and you can do what you want. That's a huge, huge positive for you. And it's truth time. You really need to acknowledge that and make sure that your life is moving in that direction. And some decisions are going to have to be made. You're going to have to see, like, does something need to be cut? Are there people around you that maybe it's not working out? You thought it was going to be one thing and it's turned out to be another. This is something that you're really having to look into. But you've got the maturity of thought, and you've got the maturity of your emotions to be able to feel into that. I would even close your eyes, put your hand over your heart, and feel into it. Is this right for me? But be very slow to make that decision, because you're trying to get your clarity of thought back. You do have some confusion. So just be aware of that. I'm not trying to sound like I'm saying, that you have clear thought and then you don't, but you know what I'm trying to say with that. So here again, where you might have a lot of choices, but you just don't have that clarity of thought and clarity of vision. It's just not coming in for you right now. And Spirit really wants to make sure that you know that. That way you don't make a bad decision. I can't begin to say that over and over and over, but that's really a big thing, because I don't want to see you make a bad decision either. It's being clarified by the Five of Pentacles and the World card. So this is about you being left out in the cold. This is the card of basically, I want to say you're being left out in the cold, but it's just, it's making you sick. Okay, something is sucking your energy like an energy vampire, and it's just making you sick. So again, I'm just telling you what I see in the cards. It's up to you to interpret it, to fill in the rest of it, but I'm just seeing that something's making you sick. You're seeing yourself on a world stage and to step through this portal, but somebody's sucking your energy and they're making you sick. Because Pentacles can also represent your health. And this is just being left out in the cold. Something is going on that's making you sick. And Spirit wants you to be aware of it so you can change your situation, because you're meant to be on a world stage, is what I feel. With this type of success, you're really meant for it. Then we've got this Two of Swords. It's being clarified by the Seven of Cups again, and then the Ten of Pentacles. And so again, you're still confused, okay? And I mean, the fact that they're putting it in twice in the guidance and advice from Spirit is just saying, if you didn't hear me the first time, really, we see you as having a lot of confusion, so please don't make the wrong choice right now, because if you slow down, this is what you're going to have, is the Ten of Pentacles. Everything was going to come into fruition for you, but you don't have the clarity of vision that you normally do right now. There's something blocking it. It could even be these people telling you so much crap that you're not even able to think clearly. I mean, what if it's nonstop? You know, if it's a work situation, you've got 8 hours of it, and then you're like, oh my God, I just want to get out of here. And you don't want to think, but you're confused, and you're still, you know, especially if they're low vibrational people, you have to recover from being around people like that if you're trying to vibrate high. So we've got this going on, but you have everything you need to bring everything into fruition. You can have the friends, the family, your good health, finances, education, you know, home, vacation, location, whatever. You've got everything that can come in for you. So be careful on how you see things and try and get your clarity back. All right, so that's the guidance and advice from Spirit. Now let's look at your opportunity, your challenge. Your opportunity is the Magician. You have an opportunity to manifest everything in. You have an opportunity to change anything that is not going in the direction that you want it to. You're very powerful. You're Leo. And you can definitely call it in. Okay? You're like as above, so below. The infinity sign above the head. So as above, so below. You're in charge of all the suits. So it's definitely right there for you. And it's the number one card in the tarot. Fool is 0, and then the 1 is the Magician. That's your opportunity. We'll get clarifiers in a second. Then your challenge is the 8 of Swords. So your challenge is to get out of this feeling of restriction. Okay, then that's tying into here where you're having to stand your ground. You feel very trapped, and you need to get to this position of freedom and independence. That's what really, that's where you thrive. You do not feel good when you're thrashing around and you think things are trapping you and they're not going your way. You have a voice, you need to speak up, and you need to go ahead and start making the changes. But be very careful, make sure you see things clearly. But this is thoughts, words, and ideas. It's swords. And this is a matter of you being able to see that you're not trapped like you think you are. She can very easily lean up against one of those swords, rub against it, the ribbon is cut, and she can take the blindfold off and walk away. This is a card of you feeling restricted when in fact you really aren't. You can get out of it. All right, let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. We've got the 9 of Wands. We've got the Ace of Swords, a gift and blessing from the universe. Of clarity, by the way. A gift and blessing of clarity. I just want to say that. So the King of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. So this is huge for you. I just want to say, this is that Lady of Luxury. Okay, Spirit is saying if you didn't hear it the first time, this is what makes you happy. This is your independence, self-reliance, success, I would say beauty. Everything is falling into place for you, okay? All right, so I'm a Virgo, so I have to do my order. I don't like to jump ahead. That's me. So the Magician is here in your opportunity, and it's being clarified by the 9 of Wands and the Ace of Swords. You have really been going through it. This is that wounded warrior energy. Like I said, you need to protect your energy. You have the stamina and you're still standing, but man, you are tired and you're burned out. So you need to really look at where your energy is spent and start conserving it. Start maybe not answering your phone or whatever is taking up your energy. You really need to start conserving it. This is truth time. You really need to get that clarity of thought. This is going to present you with some opportunities for truth, for clarity, and that will lead to success and victory and knowledge and wisdom, by the way. You need to have this clarity, this clear thinking. And with this Magician energy, you're able to do it. You've got to get a grip on your energy, because you can't, with this low energy, you can't really manifest what it is you're trying to bring in. This is your opportunity. Let's look at your challenge. Your challenge is to not feel restricted. And I love this. Look at what it's being clarified by. The King of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. So your feeling of restriction, okay, look at all the work that you've done to get to where you are right now. You are not restricted. Things are just maybe not working out the way you want them to. You are not restricted. You really have arrived. You're in a very good place. And this is what makes you happy. But this is a challenge for you. I think it's a challenge for you to see it, and it's a challenge for you to feel it. And I think that these people are having you focus over here when you need to be focused over here. I think maybe if you focus on home and what you have in your home, in your family, and whatever your version of family is, whether it's fur babies, whether it's a relationship, or it's extended family, whatever your version, or it could even be friends, right? Whatever your version of family is, I think you need to focus on that and be grateful for that. And that's who you spend your time with. But you've got to guard your energy right now. This is that feeling of independence and self-reliance, and that's your happy spot. When you feel restricted, remind yourself you're not restricted. This is who you are. All right, Leo. Well, that's what I have for you for the month of June. And remember, we'll check in a couple weeks for your mid-June reading. In the meantime, really focus on your clarity of thought. But a lot is coming in for you, and it's huge. It's a very intense energy for you, Leo. You've got a lot going on. And remember, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, the link is in the description below. And don't forget to check out my friend's podcast, Deep Dives in the Desert. That link is also in the description below. Send them some love. Go ahead and like and subscribe. They did put the new pilot out, so go ahead and check it out. All right, everybody, sending you lots of love. Bye for now.